Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss about the chapter number 2, Polynomials. Polynomials. This is of 3 or 4 marks in the board exams. Okay, 3 or 4 marks maximum will be asked from this chapter. The subtopics, the main subtopics, only 2 are there. One is graph based questions, and the second is zeros of quadratic polynomial. Okay, these 2 are the basics of this chapter, and also nowadays in board exam the 9th standard questions also asked. So some revision of 9th standard is must. In all the chapters, 9th standard questions are asked in the board exams. So we have to have a look into 9th standard topics as well. We will discuss some graph related questions. What are graph related questions? It may be asked like this. This is never they will ask to draw the graph. They will give the graph and certain questions will be asked. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay. And when we speak about linear polynomials, what is the meaning of linear polynomial? Its degree is 1. Like polynomial p of x is equal to x plus 2, or polynomial p of x is equal to 2x plus 3. The degree of x is, maximum degree of x is 1. So they are linear polynomial. Their standard form is ax plus b, comma, a should not be 0. This is the standard form of a linear polynomial. Why it is called linear? Because its graph is a line. Its graph is a line. So, suppose you have drawn the graph of this one linear polynomial. So, you will get a straight line. Where it intersects with the x-axis, suppose it is intersecting with the x-axis at the number 3. Then, this is 3, 0. That means when x is 3, the y value is 0. Y value stands for the polynomial. Always y value stands for the polynomial. The polynomial becomes 0 when x is 3. For example, this is x minus 3. Such a polynomial is there. If you put this 3 in the place of x, 3 minus 3 becomes 0. Okay. So a graph is given. This will not be given. Only a graph will be given. And they may ask, if it is a straight line, where it is intersecting with the x-axis. It is intersecting with the x-axis only at one point. So we say it has 1, 0. And the 0 is, what is the 0? What is the value of 0? 0 means the value of x, which makes the polynomial 0. What is the value of x? X is 3. To confuse you, they may give this is 4 and they may give 0, 4. This where it is intersecting with y-axis, you should not count. Where it is intersecting with the x-axis, you have to count. Why? Where it is intersecting with the x-axis, at that point y is 0. Y means the polynomial is 0. So the value, you know the definition of 0 of a polynomial. 0 of a polynomial means the value of x which makes the polynomial 0. Polynomial means in the graph the y value. Okay. When it is quadratic polynomial, its standard form is ax square plus bx plus c. The highest degree of the polynomial is 2. When you take quadratic polynomial, the graph is This is x-axis, this is y-axis. The graph is this shape, or this shape is called parabolic. The graph is parabolic or parabola. Sometimes this parabola is intersecting the x-axis at 2 points. So suppose it is 1 and this is 3, we can write 1 0 and this is 3 0. So 1 also makes the polynomial 0, 3 also makes the polynomial 0. So this parabola has 2 zeros. It has 2 zeros. And the zeros are, which are the zeros? Which are the zeros? Zeros are 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Quadratic polynomial. Its standard form is ax square plus bx plus c, where a should not be 0. In some of them, the graph is parabola. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. The graph parabola may touch the x-axis at one point. May it be 5, then we can write that point is 5, 0. In this instance, or at this instance, we say it has 1 0. It has 1 0, then what is the value of 0? 0 is 5. Even if quadratic, its degree is 2, we cannot say all the time it will have 2 zeros. Sometimes it will have 1 0 only. If you look at this, sometimes the parabola is like this. It is not at all touching the x-axis. So we say it has 0 zeros. It has no zeros, or we say it has 0 zeros. So if it is quadratic polynomial, maximum it will have 2 zeros. Sometimes 1 0, sometimes 0 zeros. Okay. Next is cubic polynomials. Cubic polynomials, its degree is 3. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. A should not be 0. When you take the cubic polynomial, its graph will have been like this. 2 bendings it will have. It will have 2 bendings like this. Whatever is the degree, from that you minus 1, that much bending will have. When you take x plus 2, it's linear, its highest power is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So in linear you are getting straight line. Straight line has no bending. When in quadratic it has 1 bending. In cubic it will have 2 bendings. Okay, leave it. It is intersecting the x-axis at 3 points. It may intersect at 3 points. May it be minus 3 and it is 1 and it is 4, for example. So it is minus 3, 0. This is 1, 0 and this is 4, 0. So it has 3 zeros. And the zeros are, which are the zeros? Zeros are minus 3 is the first 0, 1 is the second 0, 4 is the third 0. Okay, when it is a cubic polynomial, it can have maximum 3 zeros. At times, it will have two zeros also. Okay, it will have 2 zeros also. Sometimes we will find only 2 zeros, like 2 and 5. So we will write it is 2, 0 and this is 5, 0. So it will have 2 zeros. The zeros are 2, 5. So if it is cubic polynomial, it can have maximum 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 1 also possible, but never 0. 0 is never possible. Sometimes the graph will be like this. It will have only 1 0 like this. this. Maybe 3, we can write 3 0. So it has 1 0 and the 0 is 3. Okay. Never you will find a cubic like this. At least one time cubic will intersect with which axis? X axis. So these are the questions from graph topic. Okay.